It was never a red card. Yet the ref missed the handball in the box from a Motherwell player. Postecoglou has stated that he believed Celtic had a player covering when Callum McGregor had to make a last-ditch challenge. The Celtic captain received a red card for the challenge, presumably for being the last man. However, the Celtic manager disputes this, claiming his side had players covering. It's hard to say. From my angle, I thought we had a covering player. The referees made that decision, so we've just got to cop it. ANGE told BBC SPORTSOUND. To me, it looked like we had players running in from wider areas and therefore wasn't a sending off. However, the referee made that decision, and thankfully, it wasn't costly. It means it was a nervy end to the game, though. Callum McGregor's quick throw-in presented Liel Abada with the chance to put a cross into the goalmouth. Ricky Lamy knew the danger, raised his arm to prevent the cross reaching the target, and a promising Celtic move was ended. John Beaton and his assistant had a clear view of the incident. Lamy's arm was in a very natural position, but the Lanarkshire-based Hun official decided to play on, deny Celtic a penalty, and the second yellow card that would have seen Motherwell reduced to 10 men. In the 88th minute, there was nothing wrong with Beaton's reactions, as he showed a red card to Callum McGregor for what he deemed was denying Motherwell a goal-scoring opportunity. Had he reacted as well on Lamy's handball, Celtic would probably have been 3-1 up against 10 men, and coasting through the last 20 minutes. Instead, an additional 5 minutes was played as the 10 men Celts hung on with McGregor suspended for next Saturday's match away to St Johnstone. And where did the extra 5 minutes come from? Ange Postecoglou has issued an update on the fitness of 2 key Celtic players ahead of the Champions League showdown with RB Leipzig. Striker Georgios Giakoumakis and defender Cameron Carter-Vickers missed the 2-1 win over Motherwell due to injury. When asked after the match whether they would be fit for the first of a double-header against the Germans on Wednesday, Postecoglou replied, "We'll see. Hopefully Giakoumakis should be okay, from the reports I've had so far. Cameron Carter-Vickers will just see sort of a day-to-day proposition." Postecoglou acknowledged that while Leipzig are a considerable test, he will be sending his men out with positive intentions as always. "Well, it certainly keeps us alive in the group, that's the most important thing. We know it's a difficult group, but we did well in our last away game, and against Real Madrid, we had a good solid hour. But we want to put in a complete performance, and we're going to need it because they are a good side, and going there is going to be a good challenge for us, but also a good opportunity. Look at the end of the day. Goals from Kyogo and Rio Hat-8 gave the Hoops all 3 points, to cancel out Josip Juranovic's own goal. And while there was a nervy end to the game following Callum McGregor's red card after he brought down Ross Tierney, it was still a well-deserved victory for the Scottish champions. Speaking after the game, Ange Postecoglou said, "It was an important 3 points, particularly after the last result. It's a funny old game, we created enough chances to win it comfortably, but a couple of self-inflicted wounds kept them in the game. But it was great character shown by the boys to see the game out, and it was an important 3 points. It was a great goal," the manager said of Hat-8's second-half strike, and Rio was unlucky with his strike in the first half as well. "We created chances, but we just weren't as clinical or sharp as we should have been to take them and put the game away. But all in all, it was important to win and we move on." Still top of the league looking down on the Rangers.
Roll up to the party, roll up to the party, roll up to the party.